Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas is at the center of an explosive new ProPublica report, the online news source alleging that for over 2 decades, Justice Thomas accepted undisclosed luxury trips paid for by a Republican mega donor.
And we are joined now by one of the journalists behind the investigation, ProPublica reporter Joshua Kaplan, and from D.C., ABC News senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer. Guys, welcome to you both here to GMA 3. So Joshua, let's start with you because obviously shocking claims in this report. What prompted this investigation in the first place?
I mean, honestly, we just started taking a closer look at Supreme Court justices' lives, and we found a few examples of trips, and we kept digging. And ultimately, we found is that Clarence Thomas has been taking lavish luxury travel from this billionaire businessman and Republican mega donor virtually every year for over 20 years. So. Private jet flights around the world, international cruises on a super yacht, regular vacations at a invitation-only private luxury resort, all in secret.
Devin, I'm curious, based on this report, which norms, even laws, could have been violated here, if any?
Well, Supreme Court justices, Eva, are not bound by any formal ethics code, but they are required by law to file annual financial disclosure reports that would list gifts, things like travel, flights, cruises that Joshua was talking about. Personal hospitality, things like dinners with friends, overnight stays, those are exempt, but certainly travel should be listed. It appears as has been reported, that wasn't done here for many, many years, so that could be a potential violation. But the bigger picture bottom line is this is about transparency, it's about impartiality, reassuring the public that judges cannot be bought in this country, and certainly the revelations in this report would sort of undermine some of those goals.
And Joshua, your report calls this mega donor, Harlan Crow, a real estate mogul. So tell us more a little bit about him, okay? And what's his relationship to Clarence Thomas and the GOP?
Yes, so I mean, there's still a lot unknown about his relationship with Thomas. He met Thomas only after Thomas became a justice on the Supreme Court, and we were told by people who know both men that they are, indeed they've become genuine friends. But this businessman, he is, an exceedingly wealthy real estate magnate. And he has, vast financial and ideological interests.
Devin, I want to read the statement from Harlan Crow. He claims the hospitality we have extended to the Thomases over the years is no different from the hospitality we have extended to our many other dear friends, adding Justice Thomas and Ginny never asked for any of this hospitality. The point he seems to be making is that they are friends. So where is the line here, and why is this so problematic?
Yeah, well, Supreme Court justices, Eva, can have personal friendships with people of any political persuasion, even wealthy ones. And from that statement, there's really no reason to doubt the sincerity of his closeness to Justice Thomas. But when the hospitality from a very influential American sort of ranges into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's where there are some real serious questions because it's kept secret.
All right, and Joshua, tell us, because obviously we know about Ginny Thomas and her, right-wing political activities. Does this sort of add any more scrutiny to Clarence Thomas?
Well, I mean, there's been a pretty swift reaction from lawmakers, or particularly Democratic lawmakers. There have been some calls for Thomas to resign or to be impeached. More broadly, I mean, more lawmakers are calling for a immediate investigation and for there to be serious ethics reforms on the court.
Devin, we heard Josh mention some of the reaction from Washington. What's the appetite, though, to actually do something here?
It's really divided, Eva. I mean, on the one hand, you do have, as Josh just mentioned, some Democrats pushing for legislation this spring that would mandate an ethics code on the Supreme Court. A lot of liberals rallying behind that. Impeachment is a non-starter with a divided Congress. But Republicans really have been silent about these latest revelations. For years, they've seen these sorts of stories as an attack on Justice Thomas, a smear campaign, a double standard. They say, where are the stories looking into the travel of other justices, liberal justices over the years? And we do know many have taken trips on private jets as well, though they've reported those trips. So this town is divided over taking action, just as we've seen in the rest of our politics. So it's not clear that there will be any immediate response to this sort of report, though it does seem some ethics action is long overdue, Eva.
All right. Our ABC senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer, and ProPublica reporter Joshua Kaplan, thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.